Hello all, hello, good evening. Welcome to In, On and Gone video number 21. 21, that's good. Okay, still fighting off the cold a little bit, still a little bit under the weather. It hasn't quite got me, not quite, but it's hanging around. The old nose is streaming and everything. But anyway, we fight on. Right. My name's James Smith and I run channel JR74. And these videos, the In, On and Gone series, are basically videos to show you what has sold quickly on my shop, that is gone, what is coming into my shop, that is the in, and the easiest part, the on. So we'll start with the on. Look below, there's a link to my shop in the description. Okay, that's that bit sorted. Right, let's go for the gone, shall we? As I always do, I always start with what's gone, and some good news this week, we're up to 10. Okay, those regular viewers to my videos will know that I'm always trying to get to 10. 10 is my target, and last week I made it. Okay, and I think this is the second week that I have done, or I have achieved such a task. I can remember last time, though, the week after that was quite a poor week. But yeah, what are these 10 things, I hear you say? Well, watch on and we'll find out. One thing that I've always encouraged in previous videos is to go around your house and find things that you don't particularly use anymore, don't particularly wear anymore, and you know, they can be sold. And especially if you've got kids, stuff they've grown out of, stuff that doesn't fit them anymore, stuff that they don't want anymore. And that is a particular case with this. The first three that I'm going to mention all sold within a week. Basically everything that sells in the week is within 7 days and promoted at 2% on my eBay store. Okay. First one, Levi t-shirt. It was just a green one with Levi Strauss written on the front of it, just a typical bog standard Levi t-shirt. So I put that on. It was a small, took an offer of £7 for it. That gave me £5.98 back after all the fees and all the postage have been worked out, which gives me 598%. Okay, so you always get high percentages with stuff that you find in your house because it hasn't cost you anything, or it might have. I suppose it has cost you something because you bought it in the first place, didn't you? But yeah, I'm counting it as a zero because I didn't get it in a charity shop or anything like that, or online. So yeah, that's the first one. The second one, now this went global, this went on the GSP. It was a pair of the Stronghold jeans. Now I've never really come across this brand before, and I reckon that they're bigger in America than what they are over here in the UK, because it was somebody in America that bought it. Okay, so they made me an offer of £15 for them, and they would have had to have paid the global shipping fees on top of that. So in the end, I reckon it probably would have cost them between £30 and £35. So the Stronghold jeans must be quite a strong brand in the old US of A. But yeah, I paid took an offer of £15 for those. After fees and everything, 13 back. So that's 1,300% markup. Super duper. And finally, it was a small Under Armour hoodie. It was quite a nice one, actually. It was one of these like tech fleece hoodies. And I took an offer on that of £12. Got £9.58 back, 958% markup. So yeah, always look around your house and see what you've got. It's really important that you do that. Oh, that's nectar. When your throat's a bit scratchy, a nice cold Coke. Don't have to go down well. Oh, that's a bit of, just a little bit of sustenance for the throat there. Nice. Right, next. So that was 1, 2 and 3 that I just did. 4, 5 and 6 I'm going to group together as well in one take because they're all from the same brand. Okay, this brand sells very well, and again, it is basically because it is sort of like the brand that you find on the high street. The products that they have in the shop are, oh god, you're talking about 30-40 quid upwards, but you can pick them up in charity shops for a lot less than that. The brand that I'm talking about here is White Stuff. All right, been probably on the British High Street now for the past 15, 20 years, roughly, I would say. But I had some nice merino wool jumpers. I picked up two. One green one, one red one. The green one I picked up for £7 and sold it for 12. Okay, £9.42 back, 34% profit. And the red one, again, picked up for £7. This one went for 13. So red slightly beat green on the offers that I got by £1. All right, I got £10.60 back on this for a 51% markup. All right, I also had a cotton quarter zip as well. All right, the merino wool ones were quarter zips. This one was a quarter zip too. Quarter zips with a decent name on sell, and sell well. This one I picked up for £6, took an offer of 8, got £6.34 back on that, 5%. Yeah, I did at the time think that I'd slightly overpaid for it, but you got to do it. You got to get it out there. You got to see what the reaction is, especially at this time of year. Jumpers, many people are buying jumpers. I've noticed that a lot of my jeans that were on the site are now selling. Over the summer they don't sell, and now they are. So yeah, pleased with that. So there's another 3 things there. White stuff, strong brand to resell. 7th thing was White Stuff's rival, which is Fatface. Again, same sort of thing. Find them on the high street. Jumpers in there for, 30, 40 quid. I found one. It was a nice, like a cable knit jumper. It wasn't wool. It was just a nice soft, what would you call it? Like a polyester or acrylic jumper. But it was had the cable knit sort of design on it, and I picked it up for £3 and took an offer of £9.99. I got £8.04 back on that, so that gave me a profit of 168%. So yeah, pleased with that. All right, good stuff. Next, it was a pair of John Lewis wool trousers, like suit trousers, and I found these with the tags still on them, and I picked them up for £3. Now, in the shops, these would go brand new for 80 quid. But I think this just proves that if you put them on for 80 quid, they're just not going to sell. People go on eBay to get bargains. They go on eBay to get stuff at a lower cost than what is in the shop. So I put them on at 30 and I took an offer of 15. Now, they'd only cost me 3, so that is £12.32 back, a 310% markup. It's a good flip, and I think that really does show how important it is to source at a decent price. I mean, if these were in a charity shop and priced at like where they should have been, 10, 15 quid, I would have left them there. But some charity shops, especially the ones that have got high volumes, I found these in a high volume charity shop where they just put trousers out and they just generically price them all at the same rate. So they're sometimes worth looking at. If you can go through those. Cancer Research have got quite a few large charity shops. If you go through the trousers and you can find ones that are wool, 100% wool, they could sell, and they could sell quite well. So this one certainly did. All right, and I was pleased with it. Next up were a nice pair of black Nikes. They were Nike Air 270 React, size 8.5. So black shoes are popular because many schools in the UK insist on black footwear. So that is a real driver for black shoes. And these had the air bubble that was still in really, really good condition. They were in good condition. There was a lot of interest in these. There was a lot of watches. There was a lot of views as well. But in the end, somebody came in with an offer of 21 quid. I sourced them for 12. So sometimes, they'd see there's a bit of a margin there. Okay, sometimes when trainers are priced, don't dismiss those that are priced above £5, because there could be a bit of a margin there, especially with the Nike Airs. If you see a pair of Nike Airs for less than 15 quid, usually I would pick them up, usually if they're in half decent condition. So yeah, I got £16.83 back on those for a 40% markup. Good stuff. And then finally, sometimes T-shirts that display a popular brand of the time work. This T-shirt that I had was a Huel T-shirt. Many fitness orientated people are taking like the Huel products now as like a high protein lunch. You can get them in containers, can't you? And you add water and they taste a little bit better than a pot noodle, I think is the basic advertising behind them. But they're very successful, and I found a T-shirt with Huel on it, and I put it on. I paid £3 for it. I put it on and I got £5 back for it. So I made £3.59 for a 20% profit. But considering really my listing times now are down quite low. I reckon now I can list a product with description, photographs and everything in less than 10 minutes. I can normally get through 6 or 8 in an hour. So yeah, you might think, you know, it's just, I got 59p on this, but I brought somebody to my shop to get it, and that person then might be looking at my shop and think, oh, this is good. Okay, I might save the shop. I might come back to the shop, you know, or they could give good feedback to you if they get it and they're happy with it. So I would say if you're reselling like this, every little bit of profit, okay, or every little bit of traffic that is diverted to your shop could help you in the future. So don't let things put you off in terms of, oh, you know, I'm not going to make much money on that. As long as you've got your listing times down quite low, the volume is what drives this, okay? The volume is what brings the people to your store, and that is key when doing the eBay reselling. Right, we need to go to the in section now, don't we? Yeah, so check out my videos, my previous videos. I did one this week, which has actually gone down quite well. I just made some comments on the new eBay fee announcement about how I feel about it, and, you know, how I feel the future is going to go with all of this. eBay had to do something. And I think what they've done is they feel that they need to raise the amount of accounts that they have. But I also feel that they've accepted that they're now part of quite a few companies that you can sell things on. They're not the number one. They're not the dominant anymore. I think they've accepted that there's other companies, and therefore they need to react and get as many accounts as they possibly can, so that people are selling on their platform and on other platforms as well. And once they get those numbers, I think what they're going to do then is try and make their platform the best. So I would say stick with it. Stick with it. Right, that's enough about my thoughts and feelings. Let's go to what's coming into the shop, shall we? Okay, so let's see what's going into the shop. Apologies if I look a bit jaded or a little bit stiff. It was the old Cardiff half this morning. It was all right. It was a really well supported event. If any of you get the opportunity to do it, you know, do it if you're into your running and stuff like that. It's a really, really good event, and one that's worth travelling to as well. The amount of support that is around the route is great. You got like little kids holding out bowls of Haribo and stuff like that. Well, thank you very much. You know, have some of that. You know, keep you going. Yeah, it went all right. First 10 miles I felt fine, and then the last 3, goodness me, it's always a bit hard, the last stretch, isn't it? And as well, I would say we parked in the multi-storey car park, and that was a big mistake because it took us 2 hours to get out of it. Next year, note to self, go by train. Anyway, enough of that. But it's a little hint for you, okay? If you're thinking of doing the Cardiff half next year, go by train or park somewhere else in the city, walk in. And a lot of people do it. A lot of people. the city centre was really at max capacity. I don't really think they could have much more doing it. It was a little bit like that when we got there. Right, anyway, what's coming in? Now, I got 3 really nice pair of golf trousers. And the first pair, oh, look at them. Look at these. Nice pair of Nikes. Oh, they are absolutely fantastic. If they were my size, I would be wearing them. Absolutely. These are dry fit, modern fit as well. 34 by 32. Now, they're not the sort of like, they're not really what I would call winter trousers. Not really. These are more summer trousers, obviously from the colour that you can see. However, there's a lot of people that go on golf holidays to sunnier climes during the winter months. So they could be looking for a new pair of trousers to be wearing. This would be absolutely fantastic in the sunnier climes of Spain, etc, etc. So really nice pair there. I've also got a pair of Under Armour. Okay, these are just typical bog standard Under Armour golf trousers. If I was to show you that there, these are 34 by 32 as well. You can see there's the decal on the back pocket there. Okay, but you know, a nice pair of Under Armours in nice condition as well. And then the other ones I've got, my lad has grown out of these pair of FootJoys, and they do have a little bit of a waterproof feel. Can you hear that? Got a little bit of a waterproof feel to them. Okay, quite nice, quite nice. But again, it's an example of looking around the house and finding stuff that has either been grown out of or the kids don't want anymore. But these are 32 by 30, okay, and nice little decal there on the back pocket, okay, FJ. All right, so, and again, all of these have got somewhere in the waistband that little bit of rubber that just holds the polo shirt nicely in place. So yeah, 3 really nice pairs of golf trousers there for your perusal. Sorry, should have said pricing. Okay, the Nikes and the Under Armours I picked up for $5 each. They'll probably be going on for between 10 and 12. The FootJoys about the same. Okay, you know, I didn't pay anything for those because they're from the house. Don't worry, I give the money to the kids. Don't worry about that. Okay, anything that they sell on this, I'll sometimes say to them, do you want to make a donation to the holiday fund? Because those that watch my previous videos will know that the money that I make from this side hustle goes towards like the family holiday. We go away to a city, you do a city break every year, and anything above that goes into an ISA. So, yeah, you know, for them giving me some of their clothes, it's making a bit of a contribution to the old family holiday. But no, they normally want the money. Anyway, also what I've got, and these are worth picking up if you find them at the right price. This is a nice Regatta Isotex 5000 waterproof jacket. Okay, you can see the Regatta decal there. What size is it? It's a size 16. Okay, you can see the label there. It's in really, really nice condition. No rips, no tears. And as well, like the internal lining here, I mean, this is a typical lining of a waterproof jacket. You can see there's no bobbling on it. So this is in really, really nice condition. Cracking waterproof jacket with many zippable pockets on it. And I always find with the walking jackets, that is something that you need to mention, because you know, if you're out for a walk, you want the zippable pockets because you don't want anything falling out of your pockets. It's also hooded as well, so a really, really nice, here you go, there's the Regatta decal there. Okay, really nice waterproof blue Regatta jacket, super duper. Oh, and we're going back to the 1990s here. I've sold some of these before, and they sold quite well and quite quickly. It's the old, do you remember the old Sunderland of Scotland golf jumpers? Okay, the big pullovers. All right, there, nice decal on the sleeve there, Sunderland of Scotland. This is a navy blue one, in good condition, no rips, no tears. What size are we looking at here? XXL. Okay, double XL, so good size as well. So yeah, nice. So the Riata Jacket was a £5. I did mention if you can source these at a good price. Some charity shops or some outlets will go above a £5. Okay, they'll actually make those, you know, £10. But if you can get them for a £5, I'm going to put it on for between 10 and 12 again. This Sunderland of Scotland, I sourced this for, have I got it? Have I got it? Come on, you got to look, you got to look. Source that for a £5 as well. So this will go on again between 10 and 12 pound. Okay, make me an offer. Next up, again, a donation from one of the kids. Really, I'm encouraging them. Okay, I'm encouraging them to have their own eBay shop when they're over 18, and some are over 18. You just got to get a little bit more encouragement there. But a nice Adidas Track top there, and the size is that a small? Yeah, UK small. Okay, and it's like a bomber jacket style. You know, and it's got the trefoil logo on, that's stitched. Okay, this is like it's a blue, it's like a greeny blue. It's got a bit of a greeny blue look to it. Stitch, and again on the back there's a bit of piping, but there's no big logo or anything like that. So this one's nice because it's got a bit of subtlety to it. Okay, there's no like big in your face logos or anything like that. So yeah, nice Adidas Track top there. And again, that's free because one of the kids gave it to me. Also, and I was chuffed with this pickup. Needs a bit of a clean up. I will clean it up. But a nice retro Dunlop Messenger Bag, quite a large one as well. I picked this up for £4. I've seen them on eBay for about 25. So because I've got that margin there, as I picked it up for £4, probably going to put it on for about 20, 22. See what happens. You know, again, make me an offer on this. But this has got no rips, no tears, no bobbling, no blistering. Sometimes with these ones, especially with the faux leather covers, they can bubble and blister. Okay, this hasn't got that. So this little bit of a wipe over, a bit of a polish, clean it up. That'll look really nice in the photos. And that, I mean, that just screams 70s, maybe even 60s, but mainly 70s. Next up, just a nice pair of Skechers there. Okay, what we call air-cooled. Okay, nice. Skechers sell. All right, really, really good brand to sell. That you can see on the soles there that they're in really, really good condition. They don't even, normally I'll go over like the soles with a little bit of alcohol rub just to really whiten them up. These don't need that. These are in cracking condition. Okay, nice pair of Skechers there. All right, good. These next ones, look at these. Pair of Adidas Goodyear. Oh, and in nice condition as well. There's still quite a bit, the tread is left on it. It's not really worn off anywhere. Okay, it's not coming away at all. It could do with, I'm going to give this part here a bit of a rub with some alcohol. Okay, and just bring that up nice and white. But yeah, these are a nice pair of shoes. These are, let me see, UK 7s. Okay, UK size 7. So there's one, there's the other one. I've seen these on for about 50 quid. And I picked these up for £2. Really pleased with that. But yeah, there we go. All right, Skechers were a £5. All right, and their size, sorry, I should have said, shouldn't I? UK 4. All right, nice pair of size 4 Skechers there. Super. Winter is well on its way, and I've got here a lovely Marks and Spencer's wool with cashmere jacket, a mid-length jacket, 46-inch chest, still with its tags. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So definitely brush that off. Okay, I can remember selling one of these last year and it went all right. So I paid a tenner for this. Probably be putting it on. I'll have a look at how much they're going for, but probably about 25-ish, you know. But this is a lovely, lovely jacket, and considering it's still got its labels, okay, this should do well. And these go well as well. You can pick them up. A bread bin. But you look at the price of bread bins in the shop and they're about 30 to 40 quid upwards. This is a nice retro red bread bin that I picked up for a £5. No rust on it at all. Really nice. There you go. Look at that. Nice and shiny inside. Keep your bread nice and fresh. Okay, those with sort of like who want the red retro look, this bread bin is for you. It's not named or branded. It's just a generic red bread bin. That's all it is. That's the first one I sold. I'll be interested to see how that one does. And finally, I picked this up, £2. But I got it mainly because of the name on it. It's a Bodum. Okay, these Bodum coffee presses, it looks like it's been hardly used. Seen them on eBay. These go for, well, it's called a French press. Okay, I paid £2 for it. They go for about 10. So there's a bit of markup there. All right, if you pack that well, I've got some boxes which I can use for that. Okay, you've always got to have a stash of boxes, especially if you pick up stuff like this. You know, I'll wrap it in bubble wrap, pack newspaper around it, but so that it doesn't like break or smash or anything like that. But that is a nice Bodum French coffee press. Lovely. So there you have it. That's everything that's I'm mentioning. There's other things coming into the shop as well, but I think I mentioned in previous videos that if I show you absolutely everything, crikey, we'd be here all night. You know, I don't really want the videos to be, and I'm putting this on, and I'm putting this on. It's really just like the products that I am liking, my favourite products. Okay, and just to give you a taste of what is actually in the shop. And if you like any of them, please send me an offer. Okay, that'll be great. They are going to be like dripped in during the week. What else was I going to say? Yeah, like, comment, subscribe to your heart's content. Have a look at my previous videos. I have put one out that's doing quite well. I just did a video about the eBay fees, and not necessarily how I feel about it, but just a little bit about why I think eBay are doing what they are doing with the fees. And, you know, ultimately what they're trying to do is up their account numbers to become more competitive to Vinted. And some of the likes and some of the comments that I'm getting on that video are actually saying that I'm now interested in eBay. Okay, the fees put me off, but I've got a couple of things that I want to sell, and now I'm going to put them on. So that's good. You know, that's good. It's definitely showing that maybe eBay, what they've wanted to happen, maybe is beginning to happen. We just don't know. Yes, it is a bit of a kick in the teeth for business sellers. Yes, we know that. We know that. But as I say in the video, time will tell. The next 12 months is going to be extremely interesting just to see if these new accounts that are being attracted to eBay, whether they actually then, with the money that they make, reinvest that money into other products that are on eBay, which ultimately is what eBay want to happen. We'll wait and see. Right, that's enough of me waffling. Okay, it's been a pleasure. This is Smithy out. All right, take care. But for the time being, it is au revoir. I'm going to go and have a nice hot bath.